Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum. So today our group lab 6 will present about potassium nitrate fertilizer production and technology. So this is the table of contents for our presentation about potassium nitrate fertilizer production and technology. First is production, second is physical and chemical properties, third is benefits, and fourth is fact. So now we will move on to the introduction of potassium nitrate and I will pass it to Akmal Hassan.
Thank you, Najah, for passing it to me. So I'll continue with what is meant by potassium nitrate fertilizer. So potassium nitrate is a soluble source of two major essential plant nutrients. It is commonly used as a fertilizer for high-value crops, ion nutrition, and a source of potassium which is free of chloride. And this is the molecular structure of potassium nitrate, also known as KNO3. And this is the molecular geometry, which is the yellow color is oxygen, and the blue color is nitrogen, and the red color is potassium. Moving on to the background of the invention. So potassium is one of the three essential elements, NPK, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and kalium. Kalium, also known as potassium. In the fertilizers is generally not contain all three in one form or another. Potassium, however, is generally present as a chloride, since it is the most readily available and least expensive potassium compound. The production of potassium nitrate fertilizer is first suggested by Glauber in 1655, and a few years later its value was discussed by Digby in what is said to be the earliest known record of the actual use of fertilizers, as distinct from decaying organic matter. So the world supply of potassium nitrate was formerly derived from incrustation on the soils around habitation in tropical countries, chiefly India, Sri Lanka, Mexico, and Egypt. Okay, next, I'll pass to Afida about the production of potassium nitrate fertilizer.
Thank you, Akmal. I will present how potassium nitrate fertilizer is produced. Okay, typically manufacturers will make potassium nitrate fertilizer by reacting potassium chloride with a nitrate source, and examples of nitrate sources are sodium nitrate, nitric acid, and ammonium nitrate. So the resulting potassium nitrate is identical regardless of the manufacturing process, and it is commonly sold as a water-soluble crystalline material for dissolving and applying with water in a pill form for soil application. Okay, there are lots of ways to produce potassium nitrate. The first one is by reaction of potassium chloride with nitric acid in the presence of oxygen. So the product is potassium nitrate and chlorine and water, like the equation shown. Second one is by reaction of potassium chloride and nitric acid at 100 degrees Celsius. Product of this reaction is potassium nitrate, nitrous chloride, and water, like the equation shown. And the nitrous chloride, which is the NOCl, is then oxidized to chlorine and nitrogen dioxide with the use of nitric acid. The last one is by the reaction of sodium nitrate with potassium chloride, like the equation shown. It will produce potassium nitrate and chloride. Firstly, the potassium chloride is dissolved in a hot solution of sodium nitrate, forming sodium chloride crystal, and then the hot potassium nitrate solution is then run through the sodium chloride crystal, and lastly, it will produce a mixture of potassium nitrate and sodium chloride. For the properties, I will pass it to Akmal.
What are the physical properties and chemical properties of the potassium nitrate? Physical properties. So nitrate appears as a white to dirty grey crystalline solid, and potassium nitrate is odorless. It has pungent taste, and the boiling point is at 400 degrees Celsius. The melting point is at 357 degrees Celsius. It is insoluble in certain alcohol such as glycerol, but it is soluble in water. So it is mainly sold as water-soluble crystal to be used as fertilizer, and the density is 2.109 gram per centimeter cube. Next, so there are three chemical properties of potassium nitrate, which is pH value ranging from 7 to 10, which is from neutral to alkali, and then it is non-combustible, but it is a strong oxidizing agent, which means if it is placed nearby to other flammable object or oxygen, it will cause explosion. and I will pass it to Najah.
Okay, thank you Akma. So we will move on to the third part of this presentation, which are important and benefits of potassium nitrate fertilizer. So first and foremost, the importance of potassium is strengthen plants' abilities to resist diseases, increasing crop yield, protects the plant when the weather is cold and dry, strengthening its root system, preventing wilt. So basically potassium is a very important element for plants because without potassium, plants can get diseases easily. As we know, plant is a creature that easily get disease. So with the help of potassium, if we add it to the plant, it can strengthen the plant's abilities to resist disease. And then with potassium, also we can increasing crop yields because potassium is a nutrient. Potassium can give nutrient to plants. So when plants gain many nutrients, so it will increase crop yields of the plant. The other point is just the same as the upper point. So we move on to the potassium benefits. So potassium benefits, we can divide it into two. Potassium benefits for humans and animals. The second one is potassium benefits for plants. So for human and animals, potassium can regulate the appropriate balance of cell and body fluids. The second one is assist in food digestion. The third one is help reduce blood pressure and water retention. The fourth one is controlling the electrical activity of the heart and other muscles. So we know in banana banana contain many potassium. People always say if we have problem with digestion, like we always have stomach ache or whatsoever, like cerit-berit or sakit perut, so we must eat many banana because it can help us in our digestion system. So we can throw out the excrement, or we say in Malay is bahan tinja easily. So now we will move on to potassium benefits to plants. First, as we know, we will use potassium nitrate fertilizer to give it to plants. We cannot give just the potassium to the plant. So we must make it as potassium nitrate fertilizer and give it to plants. So plants, nitrogen is an essential nutrient that promotes large vegetative growth. So potassium nitrate will be particularly helpful for leafy greens. Plants can get nitrogen from potassium nitrate. So the second one is contributes to winter hardiness, like just the importance of potassium to the importance of potassium just now I said. So this will help plants to manage to be in changing weather, such as not summer lah, macam waktu panas and waktu sejuk, like that lah. Okay, then pest resistant, and the last one is vigorous early growth. Like I said just now, potassium nitrate contain many nutrients. So with this kandungan nutrient yang banyak, the plant will grow so bigger and so okay. Okay, so now we will move on to the impacts of potassium nitrate fertilizer into environment, and I will pass it to Haziq.
Okay, so we move on to the impacts of potassium nitrate fertilizer to environment. So we know that potassium nitrate fertilizer have advantages and also disadvantages. So here we will discuss about the disadvantages to environment. So the first one is excessive use of chemical fertilizer in agriculture, resulting in a large number of environmental problems because some fertilizer contain heavy metals, for example, cadmium and chromium, and high concentration of radionuclide. So later, this fertilizer ecosystem constitute the main source of heavy metals and radionuclide in plant. The large amount of chemical fertilizer can pollute well water resources and increase nitrate amount in drinking water. Okay, next, increase amount of nitrate accumulation in the soil use and along with the evaporation of water. So in this case, the nitrate will accumulate leach in varying amounts and reach soil depth. The third one is the majority of nitrogenous fertilizers are not absorbed and they interfere with both underground and surface water. The fourth one is the soil degradation reaction occurring in the soil leads to deterioration of the balance of the current element. Okay, next, toxic substances accumulate within the vegetables and causing negative effects in humans and also animals that fed it. So some of these toxins are extremely potent. The adverse health effects can be acute poisoning ranging from allergic reaction to severe stomachache, diarrhea, and also can bring death. So long-term health consequences include effects on the immune system, reproductive or nervous system, and also cancer in our body. So number 6, high level of potassium containing fertilizers make a negative impact on soil pH, just like we told before. Soil structure will deteriorate and cause the increasing feature of acid or other agricultural operations. So continuous use of acid forming nitrogen fertilizer will cause the soil pH to decrease. Next, potassium nitrate fertilizer can cause air pollution by nitrogen oxide emission when it is too much applied. And last one is gases such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, hydrogen sulfide with chlorofluorohydrocarbons such as halogen gases associated with these compounds contribute to the greenhouse effect. And there are also some gases on lower layers of tropospheric ozone that contribute to greenhouse effect. Okay, so I think that's all from us. So thank you so much and see you guys later.